Oh, Gary Nasai Minasan, this week Kamen Rider Geats has dropped to us a lot of crazy information, and I'm here to break it down. The first one is the new Rise Buckle. Twin Command Rise Buckle is what a lot of people actually call it. And alongside with the Twin Command Rise Buckle, we are also getting a Seiken Saber looking sword. I'm pretty sure the reason why it looks like this is because like there's not really a lot of way for you to design a new sword that looks very different from all the other previous swords, and I don't know why they go for this design. But one of the possibility is can be okay, not is I don't want to say it like it is a fact, but it could actually be to save some money in doing the molding, or maybe the costume design team, they are using the same team, because I mean, like, there's not a lot. I don't think the market to create Kamen Rider suit is that big in Japan. So they're using the same team, and then the same people working in Saber is also working on Geats itself, and that is why the sword looks kind of similar to the Seiken sword, I would say. But speaking of the sword, we actually get to see the color scheme of the new Twin Command Rise Buckle, which is orange and blue. And this is not the first time we actually see this color scheme from a project from Yuya Takahashi, which is the Mighty Action Brothers. I think that is the, or is it, oh, Mighty Brothers Double X. That is the gashat that Emu used to split himself into two, and that is how he resurrect Parado. Yeah, he resurrect Parad using that as well. But this color scheme is, I would say, very, I don't know, man. Like when I look at this, it really makes me think: are we gonna see like a golden Geats at the end of the series, and are we gonna get Muteki Geats? Because Yuya Takahashi seems to really love the color scheme that he got in Kamen Rider XZ, and he's bringing it back into this Twin Command Rise Buckle. So I'm really wondering, like, is the final form of Geats gonna be a golden geese, something like that, golden goose, I don't know. But really amazing stuff. Speaking, let us drill into the sword a little bit more, because when I look at the sword, I saw the tip of the sword. It is not actually connected. Okay, the tip of the sword is not connected, and it really makes me think whether or not this sword is capable of like shooting some sort of laser or some sort of beam on top or at the tip of the sword or something like that. Because usually when you design a sword, you would want them to connect, but if they don't connect, it would actually means that there are some other functionality and other purpose for them not to actually connect with one another. But that is just my theory on the sword design. But let me move on to the next photo, which is Kamen Rider Geats using only one of the Twin Command Rise Buckle. We actually get to see him using the sword, and the sword here looks really sexy, really long and thin, very not similar to the photo that we see in the previous photo, something like that. So it looks really good. But when Geats is using this one side of the Twin Command Rise Buckle, it gave him a sword and a visor, no armor whatsoever, but a new visor. That is really interesting. Like, what purpose could the visor actually serve in this perspective? Is it gonna give him the ability to see infrared, to see some, I don't know, random stuff, or maybe he can actually become kind of like Iron Man looking stuff? I do not know, okay? But I felt like the biggest reason why he was given the visor is because when you use both of the Twin Command Rise Buckle, you are gonna achieve a look that is very similar to a Gundam. So we can actually see here Kamen Rider Geats using the two Twin Command Rise Buckle, and it looks sexy, it looks awesome. I really love the color tone. I'm pretty sure this grayish color is not the actual color that we're gonna see. I felt like they edited this to look more mecha, look more metallic looking and metallic feeling, but it really looks like a Gundam. I don't know why when I look at this costume, the first thing I think of, goddamn, they actually went for a Gundam design Rise Buckle. That is amazing. And next photo, we actually get to see our boy Tycoon using it. It looks really good on Tycoon as well. And when Tycoon is actually using this, his entire helmet changed color. It is no longer a green helmet, but it actually become a silver helmet with blue stripes, something like that. When we see Geats using it, Geats is still, how do I say, Geats still have the white helmet and all those stuff. So I'm not so sure why when Tycoon uses it, it actually become kind of like a silver and bluish color, something like that. Maybe the reason why this looks so different on Tycoon when it is actually on Geats itself is because it just looks bad in the color department, okay? Because like you just imagine you having like a green helmet and then you have like an orange and blue visor on. It looks really, really ugly, okay? So, and I felt like that is the reason why we actually get to see Tycoon helmet actually change color alongside the rice buckle that he's actually using. In this case, it is the twin command rice buckle itself, and they actually show us the reason why I know this is Tycoon and not some other random Tanuki rider that looks like Tycoon but not actually Tycoon, is because they actually show emphasis on the rice buckle itself. They actually show us that this is in fact Tycoon because of the green and black rice, the ID code that we actually see, and it looks really, really sexy. And speaking of the rice buckle itself, we actually get to see the blue part being the top here, and also when the blue part is on top, it looks like you are gonna get like a shoulder cannon or something like that. So that is gonna be really, really OP, and this definitely remind me a lot of Gundam vibes. It give me a lot of Gundam vibes and I love it, okay? I can't wait to actually see this in action. But then again, okay, I have a theory now. So okay. I have a big theory now. What if when you are using the orange side of the rice buckle, you're not gonna change your helmet color, but when you use the orange side as your upper body, you're not gonna change your helmet color, but when you use the blue side as your upper body, you're gonna change your helmet color. Because based on what we see here, this Tycoon design and the Geats design is totally different. Geats is using the orange side as the upper body, and that is why the color looks very grayish, like very metallic and full of orange accent. But when you look at Tycoon, all the color is blue, so I would say he's using it opposite to what Geats is actually using it of. And we also get to see behind the photo here, we actually get to see that there is, I would assume that this new form allows them to fly a little bit, and that's gonna be really, really amazing, because wireworks in Kamen Rider has been one of the best thing that ever existed. I really want to see more of this, but then again, whether or not we're gonna see more is another big question, okay? So that is all from me, guys. If you enjoy what you see here, how about you henshin that red button into a silver one, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Goodbye.